I'm curious too about your music writing process in terms of its, I'm going to call it like the personality because style doesn't seem like the right word, but I feel like your music toes the line between drama and comedy. Does this like dual personality feel like a conscious choice that you're thinking about when you write, or is it just a natural reflection of how you see the world?
I really don't think that I write a lot of like haha funny songs. It's kind of just the way that I see the world. Like I really I've struggled with depression. I'm very open about this. Like I've struggled with depression. I've had suicidal ideations in the past, and the most infuriating part about having depression and being told to go on a little walk or exercise or drink water more, the worst part about that is that it works. It's infuriating.
That's
It's
honest. Yeah, no.
it's so
That's so true.
frustrating. It's like I gotta get up again, go outside, and it's gonna help. Oh, like terrible. And that's the thing is like I'm joking about about a thing that like did almost take my life, but like at the same time, like I feel like there is a certain extent of like I have to be able to joke about stuff. I have to be able to talk about stuff because when I tend to write, I write about the stuff that keeps me up at night.
Yeah.
I write about, you reference the song Sit Back, and I wrote that song during the pandemic, the chorus of which is just I sit back and relax as the world is ending. I like a lot of people, I wanted to write some pandemic art, but I didn't want to be like, write my lyrics and be like, when the virus hit.
Mhm.
I tried to consume as much news as possible about it because that made me feel like I had control over it.
Mhm.
And I was like, in reality, I'm like, I'm doing nothing. Like, I'm learning stuff to no ends, to no means. And I tried to figure out like the times in my life, and I wanted to write at it from those scenarios of like, when my dad had appendicitis and almost died when I was like 16 or something like that, there's this feeling of like, well, let me get the update, tell me what's going on, like whatever. And all I'm doing is just spinning my wheels, waiting to see if a doctor can do his job. And when there was this port explosion in Beirut, which I mentioned earlier in the interview, I'm Lebanese. Like, I tried to, I did some like raising money and whatever. But what I was so frustrated about was like, you know, I felt so badly and felt this like survivor's guilt of like, well, my family got out a while ago, and I don't have a lot of folks there, but I do have like a community of folks that are Arab and Lebanese who had relatives stuck there, and you can raise money, you can do the Instagram like donation match stuff, but at a certain point there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
So that song's not so like haha funny as much as it is like, I find it funny that I'm just like wandering around this parking lot during my work shift being like, I forgot my gloves, and I like and I'm freezing right now, and also like it's silly that I'm worrying about my forgotten gloves. Like, I don't know. All that to say is like this is just the way I kind of like see the world. I need to get it out with comedy a little bit, but I don't know. I write music for people to be able to understand me, and without the sharper edge, I don't think people get the full picture.